You don't need a title to be a leader. Real leadership is about action, taking initiative, setting an example, and lifting others up. Authority might get attention, but action earns respect. Redefining leadership. Leadership isn't a job title, it's a mindset. It's about impact, not hierarchy. The best leaders influence others through vision, courage, and consistency. Leadership isn't defined by a job title or corner office, it's a mindset. True leadership is about the impact you make, not the authority you hold. It's about how you show up, inspire others, and take responsibility, whether you're leading a team or just leading by example. The best leaders don't rely on hierarchy. They influence through vision, by seeing what's possible and helping others see it too. They lead with courage, making tough decisions, standing up for what's right, even when it's not easy. And most importantly, they lead with consistency, because trust is built over time, not in moments of convenience. Anyone can be a leader. It's not about where you sit in an organization. It's about how you show up in the world. Influence, integrity, and intention. That's what real leadership looks like. Leadership isn't reserved for people with fancy job titles or executive offices. In fact, some of the most influential leaders in any organization don't have formal authority at all. They lead through who they are and how they show up, every single day. So what does leadership without a title actually look like? It starts with initiative. You step up before you're asked. You solve problems, offer help, and bring ideas to the table, not because it's your job, but because you care. Leaders don't wait for permission to make a difference. Next is empathy. Real leaders listen. They pay attention to what others are going through. They support their teammates, not just in work, but as people. Empathy builds trust, and trust builds influence. Accountability matters too. When things go wrong, leaders without titles don't point fingers, they take ownership. And when things go well, they share the credit. That's how they earn respect. Leadership is also about inspiring action, not through force or authority, but through influence. When you lead by example, others naturally follow. You make people want to raise their game, not because they have to, but because they want to. And finally, consistency. True leadership is built in the everyday moments. It's not about grand gestures, it's about showing up, being dependable, and doing the right thing when no one's watching. At the end of the day, the people others follow aren't always managers. They're the ones who lead by example, who lift others up, and who bring out the best in those around them, regardless of their title. That's what leadership without a title really looks like. Leadership isn't something you wait for, it's something you step into. You don't need a title, a promotion, or permission to lead. What you need is the courage to show up with purpose, every day. So, how do you lead without a title? First, communicate clearly. Leadership starts with your voice. Speak with confidence and clarity. Whether you're offering ideas, giving feedback, or simply listening, strong communication builds trust and influence. Second, be reliable. Be the person others can count on. Show up on time. Do what you say you'll do. When people know they can depend on you, you naturally become a leader in their eyes, because leadership is built on trust. Third, solve problems. Don't just point out what's broken. Take initiative to fix it. Offer solutions, not just complaints. Leaders think ahead, take responsibility, and look for ways to move things forward. Fourth, support others' success. Leadership isn't about spotlighting yourself, it's about lifting others. Celebrate their wins, give credit where it's due, and always be generous with encouragement. Real leaders create more leaders. And fifth, stay curious. Keep learning, growing, and improving, even when no one's watching. Titles might come and go, but growth is constant. The best leaders stay humble and hungry for knowledge. At the end of the day, you don't need permission to lead. You just need the courage to step forward. Show up, speak up, lift others, solve problems, keep learning. That's how you lead without a title. You might not have a title today, but that doesn't mean you're not a leader. Leadership isn't about status, it's about the habits you build, the trust you earn, and the value you consistently deliver. These are the foundations of real leadership, and they don't require a job title to start. Think about it, anyone can be given a title, but not everyone earns respect. Not everyone builds trust. Not everyone shows up daily, solves problems, supports others, and leads by example. That's what separates leaders from title holders. Habits shape how people see you. Are you dependable? Do you follow through? Are you growing, learning, and helping others do the same? These small actions create a big reputation, and that reputation becomes influence. Trust is your currency. It's built quietly, over time, and it opens doors that titles never could. When people trust you, they follow you. Not because they have to, but because they want to. And finally, value is what makes you unforgettable. If you consistently bring value to your team, your clients, or your community, by solving problems, sharing ideas, or simply being present, you're already leading. So here's the truth. If you're showing up like this, you're leading without the label, and that means you're already ahead. Like and subscribe for more insights on leadership and personal growth, because titles can be given, but true leadership is earned.